Welcome to the Nourish and Restore podcast with me, Nina, and my awesome friend, Nicole, where we bring all things nourishing and restorative to you, your body, mind, and soul. A chance for you to enjoy simple tools to help you live a happier, healthier, and more peaceful life. Join us in conversation as we explore our interesting theme for today. Namaste and welcome. It is me, Nina Saacks, with you today. I look forward to joining you on my mat shortly. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to do a little bit of a yoga posture that can really help to relieve congestion. Sometimes when we're on our mat doing a yoga practice, or we're wanting to do a yoga practice, we're wanting to be on our mat and we are feeling a little congestion, we can actually work with a mudra that can help to ease and relieve that. So in other words, we don't have to stop doing our practice. We can maybe just adapt a posture to and see if we can get a little bit more relief that way. So what I also just wanted to say is kind of like, if there is congestion, a yoga posture is not going to fix it. It's kind of like if you think of an issue and illness being like a tree, and maybe the congestion is like one of the branches of the tree. The root cause of that congestion could be something completely different, and that you do still need to explore and look into. So if there is some form of congestion, then you really probably do have a level of inflammation in your system that does need to be addressed. But while there is congestion and while you want to be doing yoga on the mat, I invite you now to come and join me, and we're going to play with a little posture or two. All right, so let's meet on our mat. We're going to start off lying. You can hug your knees to your chest. You can give them a good squeeze, maybe rock a little from side to side, maybe do a few rounds of your Apanasana, your energy freeing posture, where as you inhale, you sending your knees away from you, and as you exhale, you're drawing your knees towards you. So in our yoga teacher training, we always teach that when we come to our mat, we start with a symmetrical posture. We never go straight into an asymmetrical posture. So wherever you are, whatever posture you're starting, always ensure that it is symmetrical. And this Apanasana movement is just so wonderful to be able to do that. It relieves any tension in the lower back. It gently massages the lower abdomen. It releases into the hips. This is literally my all-time favorite posture to do, to allow my spine or my whole body to actually just ease into the mat when I come and lie there. All right, great. We're going to be working towards Dvipadapitam, the little bridge. So we're going to start off by placing the soles of the feet onto the mat now, and we're going to move into a little bit of a pelvic tilt, and we're going to make it quite a strong pelvic tilt. So the feet are flat on the mat, the arms are down by your side, and as you inhale, you're going to notice a little arch in the lower back, and as you exhale, you're going to press and flatten the small of the back down into the mat. So as you inhale, you're going to create that little arch. And as you exhale, you're going to press the small of your back down into the mat. All right. And you're just going to continue with this movement, with this feeling, with this sensation of inhaling, you creating the arch, exhaling, you flattening. That's it. And then from here, we're going to turn it into like a kind of like a two-step bridge. So on your next inhalation, you're then going to exhale and you're going to press the small of the back down onto the mat. Then as you inhale, you're going to start lifting your buttocks. You're going to start curling up through your spine. You're going to lift up into your bridge, one vertebra at a time. If you haven't done the bridge before, stop the movement, rather watch me, watch a round or two, and then join in again. You can always rewind and join in again. And then as you exhale, slowly lower your spine back to the mat. You never want to do this posture and turn your head, because you'll already be putting a little bit of pressure or weight onto your upper shoulders and your neck. So you don't want to be twisting your neck while you are not stable on your spine. So we'll do a few more. We're going to, again, press through the small of the back. Inhale, lift your buttocks, lift your spine, curl up, one vertebra at a time. Exhale, you're going to slowly lower your spine down one vertebra at a time. As you come down, you're then going to inhale, you're going to create the little arch in your lower back. As you exhale, you're going to flatten the small of your back, flat down into the mat. Then as you inhale, you're going to send the energy down through your feet and you're going to curl your spine up. And as you exhale, you're slowly going to lower. Inhale, create the little arch in your lower back. Exhale, flatten. Let's do this one last time. Inhaling as you come up. And exhaling as you come down. Now what I would like you to do, and you may have to look kind of like drop onto your side or look at the screen, is we're going to work with a little mudra going into the bridge. So now you know the bridge movement. Now what I would like you to do, I learned this from my yoga therapist friend Jennifer Stevens, who's also one of the teachers on our teacher training course at the Academy. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your index fingers and you're going to find kind of like that just soft little spot on the inside of your eyes. You're going to allow your fingers to gently press into that area. You're going to take your middle fingers and you're going to allow them to rest onto your third eye center. So you've got your index fingers in the little eye, kind of the cave of the eye. You're going to bring your middle finger onto your third eye center, and then you're going to take your thumbs and you're just going to place, not quite dig, but you're going to just gently, a little bit of pressure. If you open and close, you can find where kind of that muscle is in the cheek area. And you're just gently going to be pressing the thumb into that area. So you're going to have your hands in this mudra as you take yourself up and down into the bridge. All right, so I invite you now to lie back again. You can already bring your hands into this mudra, index fingers, middle fingers, the other kind of like fingers you can just keep together. Thumbs into that jaw area. You can close your eyes, soles of the feet grounded. And when you're ready, on an inhalation, you're going to curl up through your spine, coming up. Breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly come back down one vertebra at a time. Keep your hands in that mudra if it's possible. And you're going to do 3 more rounds in your own time. It should feel really nice as you inhale, you're coming up. And as you exhale, you're coming down. It's kind of like you're putting a little bit of pressure into certain areas of your face. And for some reason, the combination of those pressure points or the hands on that mudra seems to create space and freedom for the sinuses when there is congestion. All right, you're doing another round or 2 in your own time. And maybe on your last round, on the inhalation, when you're up at your highest point, see if you can stay there for 3 rounds of breathing. Soft, smooth, easy breaths. And then when you're ready, after those 3 breaths, and remember there's never any rush, you're going to come back down again. And then once you're all the way down, you're going to release your hands. And here you can either just release your legs out into the mat. You just can take a couple of breaths in Shavasana. You can bring your knees back to your chest if you feel you just need to draw them in and be a bit more in like a forward bend-like position with your knees to your chest, maybe going back into that Apanasana movement. Again, we always get our students to do something symmetrical, something that's a little easier, a counter pose after their main pose, or a more challenging pose or an active pose. So find a posture position that can give you a little bit of relief and just enjoy hanging out there. All right, so that is my yoga posture to help you relieve congestion. Try that mudra the next time you're in a yoga class or when you find yourself on your yoga mat and you feel that you're congested. Try bring your hands into the mudra. Notice what happens. You might find that there's a lovely sense of freedom afterwards. But also remember that if there's congestion, it means that there is probably more of an underlying issue that you do need to address and look at. And one of the things that I obviously always recommend is doing like a little bit of a detox. I've got that clean eating challenge taking place in October. I do them 3 times a year, so there's always a chance to get in with me and to just take time to release a layer of layer of toxicity. And again, that should definitely be helping with the releasing congestion as well. All right, guys, that is it from me today. Wishing you a lot and lot of love. Namaste and have a nourishing day. Thank you for listening to our Nourish and Restore podcast today. To find out more about Nourish and Restore, visit our website or Facebook page, nourishandrestore.yoga. For more information on working with me, Nina Saacks, visit www.yogaaa.co.za. And to work with my awesome friend Nicole, visit www.lov-me.com. Links will be in the show notes. We look forward to catching up with you next week. Namaste and have a nourishing